Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a review guys of a movie. It's a romantic movie which is also a bit of comedy. It's called A Soweto Love Story. The reason I just decided to just do a romantic romance review is because obviously it's February guys. We all know that it's time for love, and I just decided that let me just watch a movie that will resonate with you guys, that I'm sure that even you guys are definitely gonna enjoy. I'm sure that some of you have already watched this movie since it's a 2024 movie, but it played a little bit early in the year. I think it played around March. That's when it was released. Unfortunately, at that time, I really skipped it. I didn't watch it. And I just decided to watch it just now, recently. So, guys, in this movie, honestly speaking, the cast was superb. Honestly, it's a South African movie, as I already mentioned, and all the cast members are South Africans. I see the main character being Lunga Shabalala, who was playing as Sandile, and other people that are noticeable is also Motso a lady Situmo, who plays as Sente, and Bohang Moeko played as Tavo. We all know that he played on Ring of Lies, and also Situmo played in The Queen. I think he played as Shaka's sort of wife. Also another cast member who's also noticeable is Duduzile Ngcubo, who also played as Vonge Kile, and she was the mother of the three brothers, which was Sandile, Sky, and Menzi. And coming to Menzi, the guy that was playing Menzi as a chef, who was also owning his own restaurant, was Sparky Kulu. He really played well the cast, as he was playing as sort of a Ned, and obviously he was the one who had some issues about himself trying to free up himself into the world. Also, another person that played in this movie is Sihle Ndaba, who played as Penny, and also another cast member who was also noticeable was Terence Ngwila, who played as Dr. Kumalo. I think he also played in Isivaya. This guy, I really know him from many stories, and also a not someone that people will forget his face, as he played in Generations. It's Mike Mvelase, who was playing as Pastor Solomon. He didn't play a lot of big stuff, but he really played a role that was meaningful in the movie. And also another person that played here was a singer who was Didinche Kuno, who plays as Kels. Other members, I will just also add Uskumba Shope. We all know Skumba is a comedian, and he was the one who was putting in some spice into the movie. He was playing as Lunga, and also playing as someone who was being owed some money by Sandile. So I already mentioned that Sandile is the main character, guys. And so getting into the movie, guys, the movie, I really enjoy the movie. As you see, it didn't have a lot of cast members, and it was simply just about this mother Bongekile, as she was having three sons that she wanted them to get married. So she wanted them to get married, and all three of them, as she have only boys, their life was really not running well, as Sandile on his side lied. He was having a girlfriend whom was Sente, and he really loved her, but she didn't believe him sort of thinking that maybe he's a player. She was kind of not sure about him, and also finding a bra in the car really didn't help Usandile when it comes to him settling down with Sente. But fortunately for Sandile at the end, as we all know, it's a comedy romance movie. So at the end, they found their way back to each other, which was very romantic, I would say. And also, the big reveal that of what has happened with the bra was very amazing on how it was played. And coming back on to the second brother, guys, the guy's name is Sky. This guy was, I can say that he was sort of my character in a way that I really liked him in the movie. He was one of those brothers that just sit in the corner. He didn't want to get involved in family feuds and stuff like that. And everyone in the family was like, this guy maybe is gay, including even the mother. Like everyone, imagine everyone in your own family is telling you that you are gay while you know very well that you are not, and all you can do is to say, I'm not gay, I'm not gay. But even his attires was not really helping him, as he was wearing tighty stuff and colorful stuff that we will know that the gay people will definitely love. And even himself also asking about Dr. Kumalo, that this guy is he handsome to the family. It also didn't help him at all, because all the brothers, they both Menzi and Sandile, just didn't believe him at all. And at the end, we found out that it's another big reveal that, guys, for those who haven't watched the movie, you will have to definitely watch. I don't want to spoil this review by telling you the jinx of what has happened with Sky. But at the end, he ended up turning out to not be gay, but I won't reveal as whom he ended up being in love with, as he was a sort of having a secret girlfriend that he keep telling them, guys, I do have a girlfriend, but that girlfriend just remained secret for as long as up until almost the end of the movie, in which the girlfriend was being acted as Nkone Mamecha, who was Lemohang. I think that here they wanted to say Lebohang. Unfortunately, they wrote it as Lemohang. I wonder what it means for those who are paid. I'm sure that they will know what it means. Uh, yes, guys. Coming to the last brother, as I said, his name is Menzi, and it was being acted by Spagi Tulu. He really nailed the character, guys. We all know him. I think he also acted on The Wife. I'm not sure, but he acted. He's a coming up actor who's very good in acting, guys. That I must give it to him. And as I said, he's acting as a Ned, and he was a guy who was very aggressive to his employees, who was very stubborn. He didn't want to change his mind. He was not open to anything. It's either his way or highway. So he met a girl whom he definitely didn't like at first. Her name, I think, she was Penny, and I really didn't like her. And the fact that she also had tattoos, he was like, when you come to work, you must cover up your tattoos and stuff like that, which was very weird. That, like, as a guy, why would you care about how your chef looks like? I mean, like, it's not like she's working where she can be seen by clients, because she's usually in the back, in the kitchen. So yes, guys, at the end of the day, for Menzi, he end up getting to know her better, and he ended up falling for her, even though even him, he was sort of being forced to look something that I didn't mention, guys. these three brothers were told by the mother that you guys, if you don't get married by the end of the year, I'm gonna take my house and sell it, and you guys are gonna be homeless. That's what the mother have blackmailed them with, because she was kind of seeing that, you know what, they are pretty older in such a way that even herself, she's old. She wants grandchildren. She wants someone to really get married. So she told them that whoever gets married first gets to get a house. So that's why all the hassle between all of them trying to get themselves settled in and get to marry first. So it was all war, because everyone between these three brothers had their own reason why they don't want their house to be sold and why they will want to stay in the house. In which one of the reason for Menzi, it was that when he got the loan to open his own restaurant, he had obviously used that as a fallout. If he's failing to pay, they can come and take the house. He used his own mother's house. I don't know how people feel about that. I mean, you can use your mother's house. I mean, businesses always fail. So how can you use your mother's house to say that if I fail to pay my loan, then they come and take my mother's house as a collateral? You can't do that, guys. We are living in 2024, 2025, and you want to say that you are putting the house in the line. No ways, no ways, no ways. I wonder why even the mother even agreed to such an extent of agreeing for him to do that. So that is one of the things that was really mind-boggling to me, to hear a person using his mother's house as a collateral. It's really something else, just to get the loan to be approved. Because at the end of the day, you also have other brothers. I mean, um, you can't do that, obviously. So guys, at the end of the day, Tabo didn't act sort of a huge role. He just acted a role where he was stopping Sandile from seeing his girlfriend center. So yes, he's a good actor, but here I think he was just a face. He didn't really play much of a role. So if you wanna look at up this movie just because you saw also Bohang Moeko being in the movie, unfortunately, is not playing a big role. I have just few questions that I want to just go through, guys, that I've just wrote down to say how I really feel about this movie. Honestly speaking, guys, it's a nice movie. It's a nice romantic movie. It's not full of comedy too much, and it can just need you to, when you are chilled with your loved ones, to just watch it. It doesn't have sort of aggressive stuff that are happening that are kids can watch. I mean, you can watch it with a family, which is very good, and it's pretty much a chilled movie. I won't rate it as a 10, but for me it does deserve a 7, guys, especially the fact that they sort of copied the pictures of how Americans do movies from the start up until the end. I think that's in a nutshell how Netflix prefer their movies to be like. I think they sort of give you a script of how you have to write your movie, which is not really nice. I prefer true South African movies that people can watch. I mean, from movies like Tsotsi, we all know that that movie, for it to even went to win an award, it was because of how the movie was portrayed and how the movie was done, which was very South African. The struggles of South Africa, it was really shown. So even here, when it comes to dating and how we love each other, I mean, some of the things that was happening in this movie, you will be like, no, it's very unrealistic. I mean, the bra that was found in the car, it was not realistic, to be honest with you. The way that Usandile was looking at girls in front of his own girlfriend, I mean, who will do that? We all know that if you have your woman, you can never even look at any other women just nje. You can't. You have to respect. Otherwise, you can even fly with a slab, because they are not gonna be putting up with that nonsense, to be honest with you. So for us to be seeing that, it's kind of unreal. Um, Other stuff that I've also noticed, it's how Ubongekile was willing to give one brother a house. Who will agree to a bet that between you brothers, or brother as a family, between children of one person, will go on a bet of saying whoever get married first will take the house? Trust me, many people are going to be like, you know what, we are going to home affairs tomorrow so that we can take the house, because we all know in South Africa the family feuds are around properties, which is it's the reality of where we live in. So if you're gonna get free a house simply because you are married, I mean, we can make a wedding later, but let's just go inside. So that's how, and who will pay for that wedding? So a lot of unanswered questions that I have went through there, because no one discussed to say that who will pay even the lobolas, things like that, which is what we do here as in South Africa. So that was a bit of an issue for me, to say that it was not true South African movie. They really missed the mark there. So, guys, I think that's it for this review. I really enjoyed the movie. I had to sort of put my feelings aside for this one to make sure that I really enjoy it. Because if I put the feelings of, no, it's not really South African movie, I was gonna be disappointed and I was gonna rate it low, while this movie is competing amongst any other movie in any other country, which it really did try to compete. It's really not a bad movie. I like the fact that they also show the pictures of Joburg. I also saw Ellis Park. It's very nice how the cameras and everything, how it was directed. It was so nice. So big up to the director. I just want to check his name. The name is Riloy Nikiwe, the director of this movie. I say big up to that person, honestly speaking. The directing of this movie was superb. So that's it, guys. We'll meet on the next one. Cheers.